Steve, well done. What about that? A 4-1 victory and a splendid team performance.
Yeah, it could have been more than that. We think we could have scored 4 before half time. I think in the end, it was a well-deserved victory. And in the second half, we took our chances, whereas we didn't perhaps take them in the first half.
You started so well, so brightly.
Yeah, well, we've done that, whether it's attacking or defending. We've actually started games of late quite bright. We started quite bright, funny enough, against Oxford the other night. But today I thought we were very good. We were on the front foot against a real dangerous opponent. They've had some very, very good results this season, and I'm really pleased for the boys tonight.
And what a day for Ryan Bowman.
Yeah.
We all know what happened 2 weeks ago at Ipswich, and here we are a fortnight on, and he's going home with the match ball.
Yeah, the boys are just in there signing it now for him, and it's amazing what a week is like a long time in football, and the couple of weeks that he's just had has been amazing, really, and I'm delighted for him. I had a chat with him yesterday, and Dan Udo, and I thought they were first class today. I thought that whilst Ryan Bowman will get all the plaudits today for getting the hat trick, I thought Dan Udo today was absolutely outstanding today, absolutely first class.
Very much so. What about the quality of Ryan's finishing, though, for all 3 goals?
Yeah, no, they were just talking, the boys, about it being a perfect hat trick. Right foot, left foot, and a header. So, we don't care how they go in. He could go off his knee 3 times for all I care. But obviously, it was a nice hat trick for him, and he took them very well today. And I think that's what we need to see a little bit more of. That's the Ryan Bowman that I signed, if you know what I mean. I'm not saying he's going to score 3 goals every week, because he's not, and I'm not saying he's not going to have a bad game every now and then, because he is. But that was really important today for him, and he has had, like you say, a couple of tough weeks. So we're pleased for Ryan with that.
And you mentioned Daniel Udo. He was terrific. He was involved in a bit of a collision as well.
He's got quite a bad dent in his head, Dan. He has got a dent in there as well. The last time I saw a dent in someone's forehead like that was in my daughter when she was 3 years old, and she fell at school and she had a dent in her forehead that was really deep, that had to be glued together because you couldn't stitch it because of the dent. And Dan Udo, it just reminded me when I just looked at it, just how bad that one was. But real bravery by him, bravery by the goalkeeper as well.
Having played so well, what are you thinking at 1-1 when Jack Iredale scores one from 25 yards to make it 1 apiece?
Well, my first thought was, no, you put another goalkeeper in there and they won't save that. I mean, absolutely, I don't know how many goals he scored like that throughout his career, but if he scored many better than that, I wouldn't mind seeing him. I mean, that was an absolute peach of a finish. So congratulations to him on that. It was a great goal, and there's nothing we could do about that one.
And then we had the red card for the Cambridge player.
Yeah.
What was your view of that?
I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen our goals back. I haven't seen anything else. I've literally come out from the dressing room, so I haven't seen the red card. Other than JD's quite a tough little cookie, and he ended up limping, and that's why we had to make a sub and bring him off, because I couldn't just leave him out there. He was just limping around, quite badly again. So I didn't want to do that.
And you made 4 changes as well today. Can you explain how you were allowed to do that?
You're allowed to do that when the opposition have a concussion sub. So they used a concussion sub that then obviously allows us 4 substitutes. So that's why we were able to make those changes today. And thankfully, not obviously for them, but thankfully for us, we were able to make 4 changes, because it's been the end of a real long, hard week. We've had some tough games of late, and this one was no different, but we have had some tough opposition and obviously a little bit of travelling to do.
And against 10 men, we know it's never easy, far from it, but the way your side made the most of the numerical advantage today.
I think at the end of the day, if we look at it, I thought the scoreline was probably deserved anyway for our first half supremacy. I thought, the efforts we had, not only the efforts on goal we had today, what pleased me most was 9 or 10 of them were on target. That's what pleased me the most. And today we didn't have to sit here and talk about people getting blocks on us. That didn't happen today.
And the home form, Steve, is impressive. I make that Maths has never been my strong point, but 13 points from 18, I think it is, from the last 6 home games here.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. Like I said before, when I first come in here, what we want to do is we want to try and get our home form good. And we've managed to pick up some good results at home. We've just got to try and get those results away from home a little bit better, and if we can do that, then we'll start climbing up the table.
And it's a really impressive win because, as we know, Cambridge don't lose many. They've taken points off some good teams this season.
They have. I said in the lead up to it, they're a good team. They're honest. They're hard working. They've got some good players, and games I've watched this season, they have made it incredibly difficult for the opposition. And I still think, though, they will still make it tough for whatever teams play them. They will make it tough, and that was a really good win by our boys today, because they're okay, Cambridge. They will do well enough this season.
And a word for your captain as well, Steve. The club revealing that was his 100th appearance for Shrewsbury today.
I didn't know that. Okay, that's good. I think that Ethan's been very good in the last few games. Very, very good. I think that he's been a major part of us defending better. Certainly at corners and set plays, and I thought he had another game. We had lots of good players today. And that's why the win ends up being, so emphatic, because we had lots of good performances. It wasn't just Ethan, George Nurse alongside him, Matthew Pennington. I thought that they were good as well today, and we were good in midfield. And when you think third game in a week for Sean Worley at 34, he done great as well today.
And a few injuries to assess now?
Yeah, we probably have got a couple of injuries, but I think that there's nothing necessarily serious or alarming. But what we'll do is we'll have a look at those sort of the middle part of the week, really, next week, and see where they all are.
Well done today, Steve. Thanks very much.
Pleasure. Thank you.